Introduction to literary genres. In the realm of literature, genres serve as the rich tapestry on which authors weave their tales. Chapter 6 embarks on a journey through the landscape of literary genres, where each genre is a distinct thread contributing to the fabric of human expression. This chapter introduces us to the diverse array of genres, from fiction and nonfiction to poetry and drama, unraveling the unique characteristics and conventions that shape each. Through close readings of short excerpts, we will delve into the heart of each genre, discerning their individual flavors and appreciating their contributions to the literary mosaic. The Literary Kaleidoscope. Introduction to genres. Genres are more than mere categories. They are vessels of narrative traditions, each with its own signature style and essence. As we embark on this journey, we find that genres offer a structured way to understand and appreciate the vast world of literature. They provide frameworks within which writers can craft their stories and through which readers can interpret and enjoy them. At its core, a literary genre is a classification system for literature based on the content, style, and form of the work. The concept of genre dates back to ancient times, with Aristotle's Poetics being one of the earliest works to discuss different genres. Over centuries, the classification has evolved, and today we recognize a multitude of genres, each with its own conventions and expectations. The primary genres we will explore in this chapter are fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama. Fiction. Imaginative narratives. Fiction is a genre where the narrative is born from the author's imagination. It includes novels, short stories, and novellas, and it covers a wide range of subgenres such as fantasy, science fiction, mystery, romance, and historical fiction. Fiction allows writers to create characters, events, and worlds that may or may not resemble reality. This imaginative freedom provides a canvas for exploring human experiences, societal norms, and philosophical questions. The power of fiction lies in its ability to transport readers to other realms and times, allowing them to experience life from different perspectives. Through plot development, character arcs, and detailed settings, fiction engages readers emotionally and intellectually, offering insights into the human condition. Nonfiction, reality narrated. In contrast to fiction, nonfiction is grounded in reality. This genre encompasses works based on facts, real events, and actual experiences. Subgenres of nonfiction include biography, autobiography, memoir, essays, and journalistic writing. Nonfiction aims to inform, educate, and sometimes persuade its readers by presenting factual information in a compelling manner. The strength of nonfiction lies in its commitment to truth and accuracy. Authors in this genre often undertake extensive research to ensure the authenticity of their narratives. Through nonfiction, readers gain knowledge about the world, historical events, scientific discoveries, and personal experiences, all while appreciating the craft of storytelling. Poetry. Emotive expression. Poetry is perhaps the most distinct of the genres, characterized by its use of rhythm, rhyme, and imagery to evoke emotions and convey complex ideas. This genre includes a variety of forms, such as sonnets, haikus, free verse, and narrative poetry. The economy of words and the emphasis on sound and meaning make poetry a powerful tool for expression. Poetry's unique structure allows it to capture fleeting moments, profound emotions, and abstract concepts in a condensed form. Poets play with language, using metaphor, simile, and other figurative devices to create layers of meaning. The musicality of poetry often resonates deeply with readers, leaving a lasting impression through its lyrical beauty. Drama, performance, and dialogue. Drama is a genre designed for performance, whether on stage, screen, or radio. It includes plays, scripts, and screenplays, and it relies heavily on dialogue and action to tell its story. The primary subgenres of drama are tragedy, comedy, and tragicomedy, each with its own set of conventions and emotional impact. The essence of drama lies in its performative nature. Unlike other literary forms, drama is meant to be experienced through actors' performances, which bring the written word to life. The use of dialogue, stage directions, and dramatic tension engages audiences, creating a shared experience that unfolds in real time. Importance of understanding genre conventions. Understanding the conventions and characteristics of different genres is essential for both readers and writers. For readers, it enhances their ability to appreciate the nuances and craftsmanship of a work. For writers, it provides a framework within which they can innovate and express their creativity. By recognizing the unique elements of each genre, we become more discerning consumers of literature, capable of deeper engagement with the texts we encounter. In conclusion, literary genres are the cornerstones of literature, each offering a unique lens through which stories are told and experienced. This chapter sets the stage for a deeper exploration of fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama, guiding us through their distinctive characteristics and conventions. As we delve into each genre, we will uncover the rich diversity of literary expression and the boundless creativity that defines the world of literature. Fiction. Imaginative narratives. Fiction is the cornerstone of literary creativity, providing a canvas for authors to explore the depths of human imagination. This genre encompasses a wide array of narratives that spring from the mind of the writer, unrestricted by the bounds of reality. Fiction invites readers into worlds both familiar and fantastical, offering insights into the human condition, societal norms, and existential questions through the lens of imagination. Definition and characteristics of fiction. Fiction is broadly defined as literature created from the imagination rather than from fact. While it may incorporate real-life elements and experiences, its primary purpose is to tell stories that entertain, provoke thought, and evoke emotions. The essence of fiction lies in its ability to create believable characters, compelling plots, and immersive settings that captivate the reader's mind and heart. Key characteristics of fiction include narrative structure. Fiction often follows a structured narrative arc, including elements such as exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. This structure helps to build tension and guide the reader through the story. Character development. Characters in fiction are crafted with depth and complexity. They undergo development and transformation, allowing readers to connect with them on an emotional level. Protagonists, antagonists, and secondary characters all play crucial roles in driving the plot forward. Plot. The plot is the sequence of events that make up the story. It includes conflicts, challenges, and resolutions that keep readers engaged. Plots can range from simple and linear to intricate and multi-layered. Setting. The setting provides the backdrop against which the story unfolds. It includes the time, place, and environment, all of which contribute to the mood and atmosphere of the narrative. Theme. Themes are the underlying messages or central ideas explored in the story. They provide deeper meaning and insight into the human experience, often reflecting societal issues, moral dilemmas, and philosophical questions. Subgenres of fiction. Fiction is a vast and diverse genre, encompassing numerous subgenres, each with its own conventions and unique appeal. Some of the most prominent subgenres include fantasy. Fantasy fiction is characterized by magical elements, mythical creatures, and fantastical worlds. It often explores themes of good versus evil, heroism, and the struggle for power. Examples include J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings and J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Science fiction. This subgenre explores futuristic concepts, advanced technology, and often addresses speculative questions about the future of humanity. Themes of scientific discovery, space exploration, and artificial intelligence are common. Notable works include Isaac Asimov's Foundation series and Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Mystery. Mystery fiction revolves around solving a crime or unraveling a secret. It often features a detective or investigator who follows clues to uncover the truth. Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot series and Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories are iconic examples. Romance. Romance fiction focuses on love and romantic relationships, often with an emphasis on emotional development and personal growth. It spans from contemporary love stories to historical romances. Popular authors include Jane Austen, whose Pride and Prejudice remains a classic, and contemporary writers like Nora Roberts. Historical fiction. This subgenre blends fictional narratives with historical events and figures. Authors meticulously research historical periods to create authentic settings and believable characters. Examples include Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth and Hilary Mantel's Wolf Hall. Elements of fiction. To understand fiction deeply, it's essential to examine its core elements and how they contribute to storytelling. Characters. Characters are the heart of any fictional narrative. They can be heroes, villains, or complex figures with both virtues and flaws. Well-developed characters evoke empathy, allowing readers to see the world through their eyes and experience their struggles and triumphs. Plot. The plot drives the story forward, presenting a sequence of events that build tension and lead to a climax. A well-crafted plot keeps readers engaged, offering twists, surprises, and resolutions that satisfy or provoke further reflection. Setting. The setting immerses readers in the story's world, whether it's a bustling city, a distant planet, or a quaint village. It provides context and enriches the narrative by establishing the physical and cultural environment in which characters operate. Theme. Themes offer deeper layers of meaning, exploring universal truths and human experiences. They prompt readers to think critically about the issues presented in the story and their relevance to real life. Narrative voice. The narrative voice shapes how the story is told, whether through a first-person perspective that provides intimate insight into a character's thoughts or a third-person perspective that offers a broader view of events. Example excerpt analysis. To illustrate the power of fiction, let's analyze an excerpt from a well-known work. Excerpt from 1984 by George Orwell. It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. In this opening line, Orwell immediately sets a tone of unease and disorientation. The familiar yet unsettling image of clocks striking 13 suggests a world where normalcy is subverted. This single sentence encapsulates the dystopian nature of the novel, inviting readers into a world that is at once familiar and disturbingly altered. Conclusion. Fiction is a genre that unlocks the limitless potential of the human imagination. It offers a rich tapestry of narratives, each with its own characters, plots, and settings that invite readers to explore, dream, and reflect. By understanding the characteristics, subgenres, and elements of fiction, we gain a deeper appreciation for the artistry involved in creating these imaginative narratives. Whether we seek escapism, emotional resonance, or intellectual stimulation, fiction provides a window into the boundless creativity that defines the human spirit. Nonfiction, reality narrated. Nonfiction is the genre of literature grounded in reality. It encompasses works that present factual information, real events, and authentic experiences. Unlike fiction, which springs from the author's imagination, nonfiction aims to inform, educate, and sometimes persuade its readers by presenting truths about the world. This genre includes a wide range of writing styles and subjects, from memoirs and biographies to essays, journalism, and academic texts. Definition and characteristics of nonfiction. Nonfiction is defined by its basis in fact. It involves the careful presentation of information that can be verified through evidence, research, and observation. The primary goal of nonfiction is to convey truth and accuracy while engaging the reader. This genre is diverse, covering virtually every topic imaginable, and is characterized by the following elements. Factual accuracy. Nonfiction relies on the authenticity of the information presented. Authors must ensure that their work is based on verifiable facts, often supported by research, interviews, and documentation. Research. A significant amount of research goes into nonfiction writing. Authors often delve into historical records, scientific studies, and first-hand accounts to build a solid foundation for their narratives. Objective and subjective perspectives. While nonfiction aims to present facts, it can also incorporate the author's personal viewpoints and interpretations. The balance between objective information and subjective insight varies depending on the subgenre. Narrative style. Nonfiction can be written in various styles, from straightforward and academic to narrative and literary. The style often depends on the subject matter and the intended audience. Subgenres of nonfiction. Nonfiction encompasses numerous subgenres, each with its own unique approach to presenting factual information. Some of the most prominent subgenres include biography and autobiography. These works tell the life stories of individuals. A biography is written by someone other than the subject, while an autobiography is written by the subject themselves. Notable examples include Walter Isaacson's biography of Steve Jobs and Malala Yousafzai's autobiography, I Am Malala. Memoir. Memoirs are a subset of autobiographies that focus on specific aspects or periods of the author's life. They often provide a more intimate and personal perspective. Examples include Educated by Tara Westover and The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. Essay. Essays are short works that explore a particular topic or argument. They can be personal, reflective, analytical, or argumentative. Famous essayists include George Orwell, whose essays like Shooting an Elephant are widely studied. Journalism. Journalistic writing includes news articles, investigative reports, and feature stories. This subgenre emphasizes current events and aims to provide timely and accurate information. Notable works include In Cold Blood by Truman Capote and the investigative journalism of Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein. Self-help and how-to. These books provide practical advice and strategies for personal development, skills acquisition, and problem-solving. Popular examples include How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie and The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. History and science. Historical and scientific nonfiction delve into the past and the natural world, respectively. These works often involve extensive research and aim to educate readers about significant events, discoveries, and phenomena. Examples include Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari and A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. Elements of nonfiction. To fully appreciate nonfiction, it's essential to understand the key elements that define and shape it. Accuracy and credibility. The foundation of nonfiction is its commitment to accuracy and credibility. Authors must rigorously fact-check their work to ensure it is reliable and trustworthy. Research and evidence. Extensive research is a hallmark of nonfiction. Authors gather data from various sources, including books, articles, interviews, and archives, to support their narratives. Clarity and coherence. Nonfiction writing should be clear and coherent, making complex information accessible to readers. Good nonfiction guides the reader through the material logically and effectively. Voice and perspective. While nonfiction is based on facts, the author's voice and perspective play a crucial role. Whether writing objectively or subjectively, the author's unique voice helps to engage readers and convey the narrative compellingly. Purpose and audience. Nonfiction works are written with a specific purpose and audience in mind. The purpose could be to inform, persuade, entertain, or educate, and understanding the target audience helps to shape the content and style of the writing. Example excerpt analysis. To illustrate the power and scope of nonfiction, let's analyze an excerpt from a well-known work. Excerpt from The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. When I was 16, I took my first biology class. We sat at blacktop lab tables staring into our plastic microscopes at slices of onion cells, copying their purple nuclei onto sheets of notebook paper. Then one day my teacher, Mr. Jones, held up a big plastic dish filled with what looked like red jello. He told us it was an agar plate covered with HeLa cells, some of the first human cells ever grown in culture. HeLa cells were one of the most important things that happened to medicine in the last 100 years, he said, and I should thank Henrietta Lacks for them because without her I'd be sitting in my living room in Bethesda, Maryland, watching cartoons or decorating a tricycle with my mother instead of learning biology. This excerpt captures the essence of nonfiction by blending factual information with a compelling narrative. Skloot introduces the reader to a pivotal moment in scientific history, making it accessible and engaging through her clear and vivid storytelling. Conclusion. Nonfiction is a genre that anchors literature in reality, providing readers with accurate, informative, and often thought-provoking content. It spans a broad spectrum of subjects and styles, each with its own unique approach to presenting truth. By understanding the characteristics, subgenres, and elements of nonfiction, we gain a deeper appreciation for the meticulous research and narrative skill involved in creating these works. Nonfiction not only informs and educates, but also enriches our understanding of the world and the myriad experiences within it. Whether through the intimate lens of a memoir or the wide scope of a historical analysis, nonfiction remains a vital and dynamic part of the literary landscape. Poetry, emotive expression. Poetry stands out as a unique and profound literary genre, distinct in its use of language, form, and rhythm to evoke deep emotions and convey complex ideas. Unlike prose, which tells a story through detailed narrative structures, poetry often distills experiences and emotions into a concentrated form, utilizing every word to its fullest potential. This genre captures the essence of moments, feelings, and thoughts, often using figurative language and sound to create layers of meaning and resonance. Definition and characteristics of poetry. Poetry is a form of literary expression that emphasizes the aesthetic qualities of language, including its sound, rhythm, and meaning. It often employs a condensed and highly crafted form, where each word is chosen for its precision and impact. The characteristics that define poetry include economy of language. Poetry uses a minimal number of words to convey maximum meaning. This economy forces poets to be deliberate and meticulous in their word choice. Rhythm and meter. The flow of the poem is guided by its rhythm and meter, which create musicality and enhance the emotional effect. Traditional forms often adhere to specific patterns, while free verse allows for more flexibility. Imagery and sensory detail. Poets use vivid imagery and sensory details to paint pictures in the reader's mind, evoking sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures. Figurative language. Metaphors, similes, personification, and other figurative devices are integral to poetry. They create layers of meaning and help to express abstract concepts in tangible ways. Sound devices, alliteration, assonance, consonants, and onomatopoeia contribute to the auditory appeal of poetry, making it pleasing to read aloud. Emotional resonance. Poetry often aims to elicit an emotional response from the reader, capturing the subtleties of human experience. Forms and structures of poetry. Poetry comes in many forms, each with its own set of rules and conventions. Some of the most well-known forms include sonnet, a 14-line poem with a specific rhyme scheme and meter, traditionally written in iambic pentameter. Famous examples include Shakespeare's sonnets. Haiku, a Japanese form consisting of 3 lines with a 5-7-5 syllable structure. Haikus often focus on nature and moments of beauty or insight. Free verse, poetry that does not adhere to a specific rhyme scheme or meter, allowing the poet greater freedom in expression. Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass is a notable example. Limerick, a humorous 5-line poem with a distinct ABBA rhyme scheme and a specific meter. Epic, a long narrative poem that tells the story of heroic deeds and adventures. Homer's The Iliad and the Odyssey are classic examples. Elements of poetry. Understanding poetry involves delving into its key elements, each contributing to the overall impact of the poem. Theme, the central idea or message of the poem. Themes can range from love and loss to nature, identity, and social issues. Tone, the attitude or emotional atmosphere conveyed by the poem. Tone can be reflective, melancholic, jubilant, angry, or any other emotional state. Voice, the distinct personality or perspective of the speaker in the poem. The voice can be the poet's own or a fictional persona. Form and structure, the shape and arrangement of the poem on the page, including line breaks, stanza divisions, and overall organization. Imagery, descriptive language that creates pictures in the reader's mind and appeals to the senses. Symbolism, the use of symbols to represent larger ideas or concepts. A symbol in a poem can be an object, person, place, or event that holds deeper meaning. Example excerpt analysis. To illustrate the depth and beauty of poetry, let's analyze an excerpt from a famous poem. Excerpt from The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. In these lines, Frost uses a simple yet profound metaphor to explore the theme of choices and their consequences. The roads symbolize different life paths and the decision to take. The one less traveled by reflects individualism and the impact of personal choices. The poem's structure and rhythmic flow enhance its reflective tone, inviting readers to ponder their own life decisions. Conclusion. Poetry is a powerful and evocative form of literary expression, capable of capturing the essence of human experience in a condensed and impactful way. Through its use of language, rhythm, imagery, and emotion, poetry transcends the ordinary and invites readers into a world of deeper meaning and resonance. By understanding the characteristics, forms, and elements of poetry, we can appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship involved in this genre. Poetry not only enriches our literary experience, but also provides a profound connection to the universal themes and emotions that define the human condition. Drama, the art of performance. Drama is a unique and dynamic literary genre that brings stories to life through performance. Unlike other forms of literature that are primarily read, drama is written with the intention of being performed by actors on a stage before an audience. This genre encompasses plays, scripts, and screenplays, relying heavily on dialogue, action, and stage directions to convey its narrative. The essence of drama lies in its ability to create immersive, live experiences that engage audiences directly, making it one of the most immediate and impactful forms of storytelling. Definition and characteristics of drama. Drama is a genre that presents stories through dialogue and action, designed to be performed by actors. Its primary characteristics include dialogue. The dialogue between characters is the cornerstone of drama. It drives the plot, reveals character traits, and conveys the thematic essence of the work. Unlike prose, which uses narration to describe thoughts and actions, drama relies almost entirely on spoken words and interactions. Action. Physical actions performed by the characters are crucial in drama. These actions, combined with dialogue, advance the plot and create dynamic scenes that capture the audience's attention. Stage directions. Playwrights provide stage directions to guide actors and directors on how scenes should be performed. These directions include instructions for movements, gestures, facial expressions, and the use of props and scenery. Conflict. Central to drama is the concept of conflict, which can be internal, within a character, or external, between characters or between characters and their environment. This conflict is the driving force that creates tension and interest. Performance. Drama is meant to be performed. The live aspect of drama allows for a direct connection between the actors and the audience, creating a shared experience that can be powerful and transformative. Types of drama. Drama can be categorized into several subgenres, each with its own distinct features and styles. Tragedy. Tragedies depict serious and often somber themes, focusing on human suffering and complex moral dilemmas. The protagonists in tragedies typically face insurmountable challenges that lead to a catastrophic downfall. Examples include William Shakespeare's Hamlet and Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. Comedy. Comedies aim to entertain and amuse the audience through humor, wit, and often satirical elements. They usually involve misunderstandings, mistaken identities, and happy resolutions. Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream and Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest are classic examples. Historical drama. This subgenre portrays events and characters from history, often dramatizing significant historical moments. Historical dramas provide insight into past eras and can be educational as well as entertaining. An example is Henry V by Shakespeare. Musical. Musicals combine drama with music and dance, where songs and choreography are integral to the storytelling. This subgenre is particularly popular in modern theater. Examples include West Side Story by Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim and Hamilton by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Modern drama. Modern dramas explore contemporary issues and often feature more realistic settings and characters. They address social, political, and personal themes relevant to modern audiences. Examples include A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams and The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Elements of drama. To appreciate drama fully, it is essential to understand its key elements. Plot. The sequence of events that make up the story. In drama, the plot is revealed through the dialogue and actions of the characters, often building up to a climax and resolution. Characterization. The development of characters through their speech, actions, and interactions. Strong characterization helps the audience connect with and understand the characters' motivations and emotions. Setting. The time and place in which the drama unfolds. The setting provides context and background, influencing the characters and plot. Theme. The central idea or message explored in the drama. Themes in drama can range from love and betrayal to power and corruption, offering insights into the human experience. Staging. The visual and auditory aspects of a performance, including scenery, costumes, lighting, and sound effects. Effective staging enhances the audience's immersion and emotional engagement. Example excerpt analysis. To illustrate the impact of drama, let's examine an excerpt from a well-known play. Excerpt from A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. Nora, our home has been nothing but a playroom. I've been your doll wife, just as I used to be Papa's doll child. And the children have been my dolls. I thought it was fun when you played with me, just as they thought it was fun when I played with them. That's been our marriage, Torvald. In this powerful monologue, Nora confronts her husband, Torvald, revealing her realization of the superficial nature of their marriage. The dialogue captures the emotional intensity and conflict central to the play's themes of self-discovery and emancipation. Conclusion. Drama is a genre that brings stories to life through performance, offering a rich and immersive experience for audiences. Its reliance on dialogue, action, and stage directions creates a unique narrative form that is both immediate and engaging. By understanding the characteristics, types, and elements of drama, we gain a deeper appreciation for the craft of playwriting and the power of live performance. Drama not only entertains but also provokes thought and reflection, making it a vital and enduring form of literary expression. Genre unveiled: unique characteristics and conventions. Every literary genre carries its own distinct characteristics and conventions that shape how stories are told and experienced. These features define the genre and help readers recognize and categorize the works they encounter. By understanding these unique traits, we gain deeper insights into the intentions of authors and the impact of their storytelling. Fiction, imagination unleashed. Fiction is the realm of imaginative narratives where authors create worlds, characters, and events that may or may not be rooted in reality. The unique characteristics of fiction include character development. Fiction often delves deeply into the personalities, motivations, and growth of characters. Through their experiences and interactions, characters evolve, revealing complexities and driving the story forward. Plot structure. Fictional narratives are built around a structured plot that includes a beginning, middle, and end. This structure typically follows a pattern of exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution, guiding readers through the story's development. Setting. The setting of a fictional work is crucial, providing the backdrop against which the story unfolds. It can be as detailed as a richly imagined fantasy world or as simple as a single room in a realist novel. Conflict and resolution. Central to fiction is the presence of conflict, which can be internal, within a character, or external, between characters, or between characters and their environment. The resolution of this conflict drives the narrative and provides a sense of closure. Nonfiction, reality captured. Nonfiction is grounded in factual accuracy and aims to inform, educate, and sometimes persuade. Its key characteristics include factual accuracy. Nonfiction is based on real events, people, and experiences. Authors must ensure that their work is thoroughly researched and factually correct. Objective presentation. While nonfiction can include subjective viewpoints, it often strives for objectivity, presenting information in a balanced and unbiased manner. Research and evidence. Extensive research is a hallmark of nonfiction. Authors support their narratives with evidence from primary and secondary sources, including documents, interviews, and data. Educational purpose. Nonfiction often aims to educate readers about specific topics, whether through history, science, biography, or journalism. Poetry, emotion, and rhythm. Poetry is distinguished by its lyrical form and the use of language to evoke emotions and convey ideas in a concentrated manner. The unique characteristics of poetry include economy of words. Poetry uses a minimal number of words to convey profound meaning, making each word significant and impactful. Rhythm and meter. The musical quality of poetry is achieved through rhythm and meter, creating a flow that enhances the emotional and aesthetic experience. Figurative language. Metaphors, similes, and other forms of figurative language are central to poetry, adding layers of meaning and helping readers see the world in new ways. Imagery. Vivid imagery paints pictures in the reader's mind, appealing to the senses and evoking strong emotions. Drama, performance, and dialogue. Drama is a genre designed for performance, relying on dialogue and action to tell a story. Its defining characteristics include dialogue. The spoken words of characters drive the narrative, revealing their thoughts, emotions, and motivations. Action. Physical actions and interactions between characters are essential, bringing the story to life on stage. Stage directions. Playwrights provide instructions for actors and directors, detailing movements, expressions, and the use of props. Conflict and tension. Drama often centers on conflict, creating tension that keeps the audience engaged and drives the plot forward. Comparative analysis. By comparing these genres, we can see how different approaches to storytelling shape the reader's or viewer's experience. Fiction and nonfiction, for example, differ fundamentally in their relationship to reality, with fiction exploring imagined scenarios and nonfiction presenting factual accounts. Poetry and drama, on the other hand, both rely heavily on the auditory and visual elements of language, but while poetry is often read privately, drama is performed publicly. Understanding the unique characteristics and conventions of each genre allows us to appreciate the diverse ways in which stories can be told. Whether through the imaginative landscapes of fiction, the factual depths of nonfiction, the emotive power of poetry, or the dynamic performances of drama, each genre offers its own rich tapestry of human expression. By engaging with these conventions, we become more discerning readers and viewers, capable of appreciating the full breadth of literary artistry. Embracing variety, reading and analyzing excerpts. To truly appreciate the richness and diversity of literary genres, it is essential to engage directly with texts through close reading and analysis. By examining excerpts from various genres, we can uncover the unique characteristics and techniques that define each form of storytelling. This process not only deepens our understanding but also enhances our ability to critically evaluate and enjoy literature. Fictional excerpt, immersing in imagination. Reading a fictional excerpt allows us to explore the depths of creativity and imagination. Let's consider an excerpt from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Fellowship of the Ring. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. This opening sentence introduces us to the world of Middle-earth and immediately evokes curiosity. The detailed description of the hobbit hole provides a vivid setting, while the mention of comfort sets the tone for the character of Bilbo Baggins. Through this simple yet evocative passage, Tolkien engages readers' imaginations, drawing them into a fantastical world filled with unique characters and adventures. Nonfiction excerpt, conveying reality. Nonfiction excerpts provide insights into real events, people, and places. Consider this excerpt from The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. Henrietta's cells have now been living outside her body far longer than they ever lived inside it, and way longer than Henrietta herself ever lived. They're still alive. They're still growing and multiplying. And they still have that same cancerous, gnarled shape they had when they were inside her body. This passage highlights the extraordinary nature of HeLa cells taken from Henrietta Lacks, which revolutionized medical research. Skloot's use of straightforward, factual language emphasizes the significance of the cells while also hinting at the ethical complexities surrounding their use. This excerpt exemplifies nonfiction's ability to inform and provoke thought through meticulously researched and accurately presented information. Poetic excerpt, evoking emotion. Poetry's power lies in its ability to evoke emotions through condensed and carefully crafted language. Let's examine a few lines from Robert Frost's Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. In these lines, Frost creates a serene and contemplative atmosphere, inviting readers to pause and reflect. The repetition of the final line emphasizes the speaker's obligations and the journey ahead, evoking a sense of quiet determination. Frost's use of rhyme and rhythm enhances the poem's musicality, demonstrating poetry's ability to convey profound emotions with brevity and beauty. Dramatic excerpt, engaging through performance. Drama engages readers and audiences through dialogue and action. Consider an excerpt from Arthur Miller's The Crucible. Proctor, because it is my name, because I cannot have another in my life, because I lie and sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. How may I live without my name? I have given you my soul. Leave me my name. In this intense moment, John Proctor grapples with his conscience and the importance of personal integrity. Miller's powerful dialogue conveys Proctor's inner turmoil and moral struggle, capturing the audience's attention. The dramatic structure heightens the emotional impact, illustrating drama's capacity to explore complex themes through character interactions and conflicts. Conclusion. By reading and analyzing excerpts from different genres, we gain a deeper appreciation for the distinct techniques and conventions that define each form of literature. Fiction immerses us in imaginative worlds. Nonfiction grounds us in reality. Poetry evokes powerful emotions, and drama brings stories to life through performance. This variety enriches our literary experience, allowing us to explore the full spectrum of human expression and creativity. Through close reading and analysis, we become more skilled and discerning readers, capable of engaging with literature on multiple levels. Engaging with essence, reflection, and analysis. To fully appreciate the diverse genres of literature, engaging deeply with texts through reflection and analysis is essential. This process involves not just reading but also interpreting and understanding the unique aspects that define each genre. By identifying conventions, comparing genres, and appreciating the craftsmanship involved, we can gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of literary works. Identifying conventions. Each genre has its own set of conventions that shape how stories are told. Identifying these conventions helps us understand the specific features that make a work belong to a particular genre. For instance, in fiction, conventions include detailed character development, intricate plot structures, and immersive settings. Recognizing these elements in a novel helps us appreciate how the author constructs the narrative and engages the reader's imagination. In nonfiction, conventions revolve around factual accuracy, research, and clear presentation of information. By noting how an author supports their arguments with evidence and maintains objectivity, we gain insight into the credibility and purpose of the work. For example, understanding the use of primary sources in a historical account or the presentation of data in a scientific article enhances our ability to critically assess the reliability and impact of the information. Poetry, with its economy of language and use of figurative devices, requires us to pay attention to rhythm, imagery, and emotional resonance. Identifying how metaphors, similes, and other poetic devices contribute to the overall meaning helps us appreciate the artistry behind the words. For instance, analyzing the use of symbolism in a poem can reveal deeper layers of meaning and connect us more profoundly to the poet's emotional landscape. In drama, identifying conventions involves understanding how dialogue, action, and stage directions work together to create tension and convey themes. Recognizing the structure of a play, including its acts and scenes, and the role of conflict in driving the plot, allows us to better grasp the dynamics of the performance and the playwright's intentions. Comparing genres. Comparing different genres can illuminate how various narrative techniques approach similar themes or subjects. For instance, consider how love is portrayed in fiction, poetry, and drama. Fiction. In a novel, love might be explored through detailed character interactions and plot developments, such as in Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, where the evolving relationship between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy unfolds over time and through various social contexts. Poetry. A poem like Pablo Neruda's Sonnet 17 captures the intensity and complexity of love in a concentrated form, using imagery and metaphor to evoke deep emotions and personal reflections. Drama. Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet presents love through dramatic dialogue and action, highlighting its passionate and often tragic nature. The play's structure, with its conflicts and climaxes, emphasizes the intensity and consequences of romantic love. By comparing these approaches, We see how each genre provides a distinct perspective on the same theme, enriching our understanding of the subject. Appreciating craftsmanship. Engaging with literature also involves appreciating the craftsmanship involved in creating each genre. Each genre requires specific skills and techniques that contribute to its effectiveness. Fiction. Crafting a compelling narrative involves creating well-rounded characters, constructing a coherent plot, and building a believable world. Authors must skillfully balance these elements to create an engaging and immersive experience. Nonfiction. Effective nonfiction writing demands rigorous research, clear organization, and the ability to present information in a way that is both informative and accessible. Authors must ensure accuracy, while also engaging the reader's interest. Poetry. Poets must master the use of language, rhythm, and imagery to evoke emotions and convey complex ideas. The economy of words and the precision required in poetry reflect the poet's skill in creating powerful and evocative expressions. Drama. Playwrights need to develop strong dialogue, create dynamic characters, and structure their plays to maximize dramatic effect. The ability to translate written text into a compelling performance adds another layer of complexity to the craft. Conclusion. Engaging with literature through reflection and analysis allows us to appreciate the unique characteristics and conventions of each genre. By identifying these elements, comparing different genres, and recognizing the craftsmanship involved, we deepen our understanding and enjoyment of literary works. This comprehensive approach enhances our ability to interpret, critique, and appreciate the diverse ways in which stories and ideas are expressed across genres. The role of genre in literary history. The history of literature is deeply intertwined with the evolution of its genres. From ancient epics to contemporary forms, genres have developed and transformed in response to cultural and societal changes, reflecting shifting values, innovations, and artistic movements. Understanding the historical evolution of major genres, their interaction with societal changes, and notable works that have defined or redefined them provides insight into the dynamic nature of literary history. Historical evolution of major genres. Genres have evolved significantly over time, influenced by changing literary tastes, technological advancements, and cultural shifts. The major genres, epic, tragedy, comedy, novel, poetry, and drama, each have distinct origins and development trajectories. Epic. Originating in ancient civilizations, epics like Homer's The Iliad and the Odyssey were foundational in Western literary tradition. These long, narrative poems celebrated heroic deeds and cultural values. The epic genre evolved through the Middle Ages with works like Dante's Divine Comedy, reflecting the medieval synthesis of classical and Christian themes. Tragedy. Greek tragedy, exemplified by playwrights such as Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, focused on human suffering and moral dilemmas. The genre evolved through the Renaissance, with Shakespeare's tragedies introducing psychological complexity and rich character development. Modern tragedies have continued to explore existential and societal themes, reflecting contemporary concerns. Comedy. Ancient Greek comedy, represented by Aristophanes, used humor to critique politics and society. Roman comedies, such as those by Plautus and Terence, further developed the genre. In the Renaissance, playwrights like Molière used comedy to explore social norms and human folly. The genre evolved into various forms, including the romantic comedies of Jane Austen and the satirical comedies of modern playwrights. Novel. The novel emerged as a distinct genre in the 18th century, with works like Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe and Samuel Richardson's Pamela. The novel genre continued to evolve, reflecting changes in society and narrative techniques. The 19th century saw the rise of the realist novel with authors like Charles Dickens and George Eliot, while the 20th century introduced modernist and postmodernist approaches, as seen in James Joyce's Ulysses and Thomas Pynchon's Gravity's Rainbow. Poetry. Poetry has ancient roots, from the epic poetry of Homer to the lyric poetry of Sappho. The genre has seen various transformations, including the development of sonnets, free verse, and modernist experimentation. Key figures like William Wordsworth, Emily Dickinson, and T.S. Eliot have shaped the genre through their innovative use of language and form. Drama. From ancient Greek plays to Elizabethan theater, drama has continuously evolved. Greek tragedies and comedies were followed by Roman theater and medieval mystery plays. The Renaissance brought the works of Shakespeare and his contemporaries, while modern drama has explored diverse styles, from the realism of Anton Chekhov to the absurdist plays of Samuel Beckett. Impact of cultural and societal changes. Cultural and societal changes have significantly influenced the development of genres. The Enlightenment, for example, emphasized reason and individualism, shaping the novel into a vehicle for exploring personal and social issues. The Romantic period's focus on emotion and nature transformed poetry, emphasizing personal expression and individual experience. The rise of industrialization and urbanization in the 19th century influenced realist fiction, which aimed to depict everyday life and social issues with accuracy. The upheavals of the 20th century, including 2 world wars and the rise of digital technology, led to modernist experimentation and the fragmentation of traditional forms. Postmodernism, with its focus on pastiche and metafiction, further reflects the complexities of contemporary life. Notable works that have defined or redefined genres. Several works have been pivotal in defining or redefining genres. Homer's The Iliad. This ancient epic established the conventions of heroic narrative and poetic form. Shakespeare's Hamlet redefined tragedy with its deep psychological insight and complex characterization. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice influenced the development of the novel, particularly in the exploration of social and romantic themes. T.S. Eliot's The Waste Land transformed poetry with its modernist techniques and fragmented structure. Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot redefined drama with its existential themes and unconventional narrative structure. Conclusion. The role of genre in literary history is a testament to the dynamic nature of literature. Genres evolve in response to cultural and societal changes, and notable works continually redefine their boundaries. Understanding this evolution enhances our appreciation of literature's rich and varied heritage, highlighting how genres reflect and shape human experiences across different historical contexts. Embracing the spectrum of literary expression. As we reach the end of our exploration into literary genres, it becomes clear that genres are not merely classifications but vibrant, evolving realms of human expression. Each genre, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama, offers distinct ways to convey stories, ideas, and emotions, reflecting and shaping our understanding of the world. The importance of literary genres. Genres are crucial for understanding literature because they provide frameworks within which stories are told and interpreted. They offer readers and scholars tools to categorize and analyze texts, revealing the underlying structures and conventions that guide narrative construction. By examining genres, we can appreciate the diverse techniques and styles authors employ and how these reflect broader cultural, historical, and personal contexts. Fiction allows us to explore imaginative worlds and complex characters. Through the lens of fiction, we engage with themes and scenarios that may be far removed from our everyday experiences, yet resonate deeply with universal human truths. Nonfiction grounds us in reality, providing insights into real events, people, and ideas. It informs and educates, offering factual accounts and critical analyses that shape our understanding of the world. Poetry distills emotions and experiences into concentrated forms, using language in innovative ways to evoke powerful responses. Its unique ability to capture the essence of human experience in a few words makes it a profound and enduring art form. Drama brings stories to life through performance, using dialogue, action, and stagecraft to engage audiences in real time. It explores the complexities of human interactions and conflicts, creating a shared experience that resonates on both intellectual and emotional levels. The evolving nature of genres. Genres are dynamic, constantly evolving in response to cultural and societal changes. The boundaries between genres are fluid, allowing for experimentation and hybrid forms that challenge traditional classifications. This evolution reflects the ongoing dialogue between literature and its context, as authors adapt and innovate to address contemporary issues and explore new artistic possibilities. For instance, the rise of digital media has led to new forms of storytelling, such as interactive narratives and multimedia experiences, that blur the lines between genres. Similarly, contemporary authors often blend genres to create hybrid works that defy easy categorization, reflecting the complexities of modern life. The impact of literary genres on readers and society. Genres not only shape the creation and analysis of literature, but also influence how readers engage with texts. By understanding the conventions and expectations of different genres, readers can approach texts with greater insight and appreciation. This engagement fosters a deeper connection with literature and enhances our ability to interpret and critique works from various perspectives. Moreover, genres have the power to reflect and shape societal values and concerns. They provide a mirror to the times in which they are written, capturing the hopes, fears, and aspirations of different eras. Through genres, we gain insight into the cultural and historical contexts that inform literary production, as well as the ongoing dialogue between literature and society. Final thoughts. The study of literary genres enriches our understanding of literature and its role in human expression. By exploring the unique characteristics and conventions of fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama, we gain a greater appreciation for the diversity and complexity of literary art. Genres are not static categories, but evolving forms that reflect and shape our experiences, ideas, and emotions. As we continue to engage with literature, we remain open to the endless possibilities that genres offer, embracing the boundless horizons of literary creativity and expression.